Let's be blunt, and let's stop pretending we're playing some polite game of political chess. If Donald J. Trump was not born on American soil, then legally, morally, and constitutionally, he was never qualified to be president. Period. There's no but. No, well maybe. No technicality that saves him. The Constitution doesn't bend for billionaires, no matter how much gold they spray paint their lies with. If this witness is telling the truth, the entire presidency of Donald Trump was an illegal occupation of the highest office in the land. Let that sink in. That means every executive order, every judge he appointed, every law he signed, and every genocidal policy he pushed down the throats of this country's poor, immigrants, and working class, was signed by a man who never had the right to sit in that chair to begin with. You want to talk about fraud? That's the definition. The man called everyone else illegals while potentially hiding his own illegal status. This isn't conspiracy talk. This is about a witness. A real person who says, under testimony, that Trump wasn't born on U.S. soil. And before you shrug that off, ask yourself, why would the most investigated man in America never fully open his birth and immigration history? Why does his story shift depending on who's asking and what year it is? Why does everything around his identity feel like it's been polished, rewritten, or buried? Because the truth might just destroy the illusion. And the government knows this. They've had access to sealed records, intelligence, and background files we'll never see. Yet somehow, not one congressional member has screamed about this from the rooftops. Why? Because they're protecting him. Not the law. Not the people. Not the truth. They've rewritten justice so many times that even the Constitution has started to cry. If a poor immigrant mother lied about her status, she'd be deported in minutes. If a black teen applied for a scholarship with falsified documents, he'd be jailed. But a billionaire with a questionable birthplace, foreign ties, and a long list of crimes? He gets 4 years of unchecked power, nuclear codes, and applause. Wake up. This isn't democracy. This is deception dressed up in a red, white, and blue costume. This is why nothing makes sense anymore. This is why laws don't apply to the powerful. Because when someone gains control through fraud, they surround themselves with enablers who'd rather keep the game rigged than admit it was broken from the start. So here's the final truth. If Trump wasn't born here, he was never president. And if that's the case, every crime committed under his reign wasn't just a tragedy, it was a criminal act under false leadership. We're not just talking treason. We're talking about a cover-up of historic proportions, one that puts every American life in the hands of a foreign-born fraud who played dictator while the world watched. Still think your vote matters when the rules are this fake? Written by Santiago D.C. Copyright 2025 Independent Writer. Newsflash Facebook. Content Creator. Santiago D.C. All rights reserved.